Big screen that time set by Jackson. Curtis Jones works it inside and going to the rim hard is Deshaun Jackson.
A three for the tie. Off the front rim, J.J. Taylor flying in for the putback dunk, and it's a one-point game.
Why does this feel like an NCAA tournament game? This has been a glorious start to the college basketball season. Each team going on multiple runs, defensive stops, putback dunks, big plays from All-Americans.
Darius Johnson guarded by Anderson Garcia. Johnson leaves it for Williams. Counted in the foul.
Or was that a big-time play from the senior? Doesn't force the issue, makes the right pass, and drops a ridiculous dime in traffic. Oh my goodness. And the finish from Benny Williams. Oh.
Might blow the roof off this place if Joe Hughes scores. And a steal for Joshua Jonwinna. VJ Edgecombe, my goodness. That staggered Joe Few.
Poor guy gets in the game. Welcome to the game, Joe. Welcome to the game. Oh, that's tough. You know what, though? Joe tried.
He did.
He tried. He jumped.
As we resume the action with 7:52 to go. They actually reversed the call, so it's going to stay with West Virginia. Small, the alley-oop! Oh, my! Tony O'Connie, liftoff.
Wow. You know, you see these guys.
Chase down dunk there from Tugler. Here is Uzan spinning for Tugler.
Yeah, what a nice find by Milos Uzan.
Hopping into the lane. Moore with the really good defense, but it's tipped out back to James. On the lob, the one-handed flush for Bandego.
Pokes it away, throws it up, looks, and Aziz just grabs it out of nowhere. He points up and says, just throw it up.
Really excited to see is he would prefer the Hawks not just to be excited to seeing that ball go in, but to get stopped as well. And as he continues, he's a big fella. Harris off the screen, the lob, the finish. The freshman. We have a timeout. Flory Badunga all over the place. Couple dunks already.
Thought they might whistle Henry with the reach there. No such whistle. Yeah, Love had 5 or more assists 13 times. Pocket picked. Cashing in Jaden Bradley.
Terrific in that last game of the year against Clemson, had 18. We know the athleticism.
Red Raiders a bit disjointed with their lineup tonight. Don't really have a true point guard. And there's the feed from Darion Williams.
Trying to get him the basketball. And they turn it over. Darion Williams ahead to Frederico. Frederico throws it down. Took a while to grab control. But the
Clean play for both sides, just 2 combined fouls. Both were against Quaintance for ASU. Jihad, lob to the basket, it's thrown down by Phillips. Beautiful pass by the freshman, and it's 4 straight points.
At the very least, that's what he can do no matter what the ball is doing on offense.
Here's another 3-point attempt, no good, that time by Daverco, who had just connected from 3. Freeman, a lob, Phillips Jr. a flush.
Demon with the lob. Catching's the finish.
Goodness gracious.
Freshman to freshman right there.
Yeah.
Those guys are going to have a great connection all year. They're only going to continue to get better.
And the possession arrow.
And how
stay to the Bears.
How first vision is there, and we've seen that all night.
Yep.
But Yeager doesn't even leave the floor.
Hassan's 15 rebounds, a new career high. Another 20-point game, which he has not had a lot of.
alley-oop, goodbye, foul.
Officials are letting them play.
Might be showtime again. Another alley-oop for Byfall.
And NIL, guys who are still playing college ball who otherwise would. This is Zeke Mayo, a transfer from South Dakota State. A great find from Dickinson to Adams.
Here's Lukosius off the James screen.
Down low, wide open. And an early dunk for Dylan Mitchell to get this game started. Cincinnati by 3 through the first 3.5. They're trying to make it 5 on the lob to Bandego.
You only need one of them to make a highlight reel, and he gives it to 55 Bandego.
He's a freshman out of Eddyville, Kentucky. He's matched up on Reynolds, who takes a round. Nice feed for Uday for the Jays. Uday, who can pass it like this, the big man here, finishes on the offensive end. And then
tapped out by Saunders. Demon, handoff. Cada, finish. 27-23, 6 for Cada.
Comes over. Whitmore comes over. Down hall. He is one of the more physical guards in the Big 12. He's not a... Was that on purpose? That looked like it was on purpose.
That looked like it was on purpose. We got to go to the videotape.
UCF leads for the first time. They've scored the last 8. A run that's lasted almost 3 minutes. Ivy Curry with a steal. Mahovsky gets a dunk.
Just allowing the ball handler to get way too deep into the
great play there.
Struggle might not be the best way to say it, but here's a steal by Bryant. Can he throw it down again? Oh, the windmill by Bryant.
Gingerly put in. Not this one right here, the two-hand windmill.
Admire that as we go to the break. 9 steals for Arizona in this one. They lead by 50.
They will rotate a number of guys through the lineup, play tight man-to-man defense.
Jones gets down to Gasson.
We talked about paint touches. Get in there, and you're going to be able to get behind the defense at times, and the lob is the best way to go over the top. In a good position to win this basketball game, but this coaching staff's going to be...
Hello, David Gasson with the alley-oop.
1 of 6 from the floor and 3 turnovers.
Here's a lob to the
Backside and an authoritative jam.
Jones with the lob to Chatfield will finish it.
Yeah, Chatfield doing a great job. When he sets that right there, he's rolling right to the rim.
20-plus minutes into this contest. Lipsy with the lob to Jackson, and the rim is hurting.
No doubt about it. That was a great pass and a great dive by Jackson.
And shoot it consistently. There's not many. He's going to end up being the all-time leading three-point shooter. And how about that?
The 5 inches that he added to his vertical to throw this one down.
Well, he split a seam in the crowd.
Here's Collins. Nice dish. Punch finishes.
Yeah, nice job.
But when he's shooting the ball, he is dangerous. He's almost unguardable when he's making threes.
That's a season high for Nunn with 17.
Whoa, man! Oh, man! What a follow by B.J. Edgecombe.
Arkansas, and you've got this one against Sam Houston. Hit the front of the rim. He comes up and just makes it look easy. It's effortless. Almost an alley-oop for him. Front of the rim.
Wyoming turnover. Red Raiders have Hawkins, Federico, and how about that? Here's that play a moment ago, Chris. They just forget about the Red Raider big man.
I mean, the pick and roll is not much resistance at all, especially with the league that they're about to be in this year. And there's Federico getting good at catching the old alley-oop pass.
A steal, Malik Wilson, and a dunk! Now watch the bench celebrate the sweet dunk, and look at all the guys out on the floor.
And it's 28-5. Lob for Cada.
And this is the pick and roll with Crawford, and here comes the roll from Cada.
Baker lobs it for an impressive 2. Cada.
You know, the one thing we haven't seen early in this game, Scott. Ruffin knocks the ball away. It's loose. Elijah up with it. Malone to Ruffin for the two-hand slam.
Where Southern Illinois has gotten paint points.
Inside. West. Bandego pinned it. Numbers for Cincinnati. James, the lob. Mitchell, the slam.
Stop it. I mean, this is, and then you throw it up in the air. Here's the modern day highlight reel.
Here's Clapper. Shot clock's at 3. Traore brings it down. Nell catching.
Mayo, no numbers, pulls up, fires. Kansas keeps it. Good tap out by Adams. Back into Adams for the slam. He has played Oakland before as well. Back early in his career at Michigan as he gets on the floor. Kansas gets out and runs, and A.J. Storr joins the highlight reel.
Ruffin to a trailing Yakimowski. Out top to RJ. He shot the ball well so far this season from outside the arc. Lob it inside to Malone. The slam with the right hand. Inside. Nice ball movement. And then, as you said, the nice feed from Dak down low.
Yeah, and you see...
33-point Baylor lead. There's a block shot by O'Meara. Keeps the ball in play. Up to Roach. The alley-oop! Oh, my! On the fast break, the alley-oop!
The funny part is, the reason why I heard from him is because he said he can't fit his jersey either.
That's great. Asamoah the dunk with the exclamation point.
Once again, a good pass by Rob Wright, and we see the explosion right there.
Biggest.
And you've gone small tonight. You've kind of had to. Can't play. There's again that artist at work right there, Elijah Hawkins.
Well, just great pressure right there. A hand in the face on the shot.
Here's Gilbert again. The wraparound pass, and Chatfield will finish it.
Jackson absolutely has a lot of tools in his bag offensively. Nice roll.
Marcel Cheam.
You can see the spacing for UCF, but the quick roll by Cheam and the excellent pass over the top of Tennessee Tech's defense. What I love about that play is
three-point range to begin. Max Jones tries another one. Hawkins, another offensive rebound. On Yenso, and K-State has their first 2 of the night.
Teams have beaten Bill Self and Allen Fieldhouse in a non-conference game. The other 156 have not done it. Adams to Badunga, out of the timeout. Extreme execution for Bill Self's team.
So that short roll. So Cage Adams is just going to roll, catch, and he's so good at seeing that lob to the rim. You can also kick it to the three-point line.
Going against a positionless team, and we thought that might be interesting for ASU defensively. Here's a loose ball. Watch out. 2-on-1 break. Freeman throws a lob to Ali, who will finish. Physical movement and ball movement.
The lack of ball movement and physical movement led to those bad shots.
Open look for Okani, who jams it home. Toby Okani, the 6'8" 50er, makes it 5-2 Mountaineers.
Excellent execution on the baseline out of bounds.
Little mismatch in the post now for Wallin. He gets doubled, gives it up, and that's an easy one. Really nice
Sharjob's cutting to the basket. He was fouled.
Here's his nice pass by Wallin. Nice cut by Mongolian Mike.
Pretty good ball movement. Good looking shot. A little bit too long. Dawes. Beautiful pass. Long range to Sharjobs. He's got 8.
Tugler preparing to enter. Uzan splits for the alley-oop for Francis.
Yeah, a really nice double screen at the top of the 2-3 zone and keeping score by half. Hofstra's up 9-6 in the second half.
Moskovich taking it in. And he's fouled. A dramatic way to get your first basket of the night. And he's going to go to the free throw line. To the lane saying, hey, I'm here and I'm making some noise. BYU.
And
Looks like an immediate 2-3 zone for Mississippi Valley State. A couple days ago, they were down in Provo, and Lovering, as in Lawson Lovering, first touch of the young season.
And how you have to defend at this level to really play your way and extend your stay in the NCAA tournament.
Oh, nice. Alley-oop. Jeremy Roach to Joshua Johnwona for the flush.
Alabama State getting some good looks, but since that Knox bucket to open up the game, struggling to get anything else to go. James, the lob up top, and boy, he's really forming a connection with the big man.
Oh, and it landed on the back. I mean, look at this. Get off me! That's why it's important to have true depth.
Madlock turns it over. Mitchell leaking up ahead, and he can throw it down with the best of them.
It's coming fast.
Oh, lobbed it up there for Federico, who slams it home.
Finally got the big fella up in the air.
Diving for it right on top of him.
Zeke Mayo. Hunter Dickinson for the stop on the game's first play. McCoy. Lob. Flory. Flush.
And now anymore, if you draw help, throw it up top to the rim.
Where State's got 7 from downtown, right at 50%. Open looks for Brown. No. Lead pass, Achora. Score! With the hammer and the foul.
Pass ahead by Jones. Got his left arm, I guess.
Johnson up top on Musa. Daniels stripped it away. Back to Mahovsky.
Nice pass. Wow.
Cheatham with the dunk. Fantastic feed.
Has that ability to create his own shot.
That's something we'll touch on as the night goes on. The walk-ons for San Diego. Great pass down low by Freeman, and there's Jayden Quaintance.
He works the baseline. 3 on the shot clock. Lipsy floats it up, in and out. Offensive rebound by Deshaun Jackson.
Michael Robinson, not lacking confidence, that's for sure. Collins bangs away. Floater's no good. Another offensive board for the Hawks. Here's the lob. Uday throws it down.
He hit 109 threes a year ago at Indiana State.
The lob. Wow. Uday rams it home with the right hand.
Yeah, they like him. He's just a sophomore. He's one of the best rebounders in the WAC last season as a freshman.
Oh my goodness! What? Tobe Owaka.
Chris, I want you to know, I felt this dunk in my chest. You want to talk about on his head? Oh my goodness.
Arizona has a couple of those in this game.
Off the backboard, wow! There's an exclamation point. Are you serious?
It may look fancy, but it was actually necessary because Vassar got stuck. He lifted too early.
Flag to shoot for the Cougars. Emmanuel Sharp.
Great pass.
Inside, and the slam by Joseph Tugler.
Anytime you draw 2 to the basketball.
He says, hey, I want to play at the next level, Williams. Forget what you're talking about.
Miro Little finds Caleb Loader. That's what they're talking about. The Utes.
At first, I thought he said he touched it while he was out of bounds, but you're right. They got 50-50. They got Madsen for the foul on that one. But go back to that high handoff. The big man running the left wing.
A little bit too easy drive there from Colorado defense was not good.
Baskin with the drive to the rim for the slam. Right over the top of Jorgensen.
Those 5 rebounds. Ben Dagle has 3 offensive rebounds. And I even forgot about Dan Skillings.
He'll throw it up and another one-handed jam. This.
I mean, look, my goodness. It looks like
Lipsy back to Gilbert. Iowa State swinging the ball around. Great start as Jackson with the 2-handed flush.
Madden has only 1 shot. That one's swatted. Edge called the run out. Look out! DJ end-to-end.
That is not a good turnover, my goodness.
Andre, it's a takeaway to on 1. Harris Powell with the flush.
And wow, is the pressure coming off for Troy?
Down the lane, there's no pressure that can stop that train. That's Jawan Roberts with the throwdown.
No 3 seconds here in college. That's inexcusable. You got to be in the lane, play the basketball. Nobody stops the ball. And hats off to Roberts. Not being a robot, and that's something Coach Sam.
Love kick out to Nunn.
Up slam for Edgecombe.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. Air VJ, you better watch out and you better block out or you're going in.
Fresno to glory days, this Fresno State team.
Crawford, look out! That is the Crawford miss, and then the dunk by Catchings.
Inside the half-court line.
Buffaloes. Hammond drives down the paint, throws the alley-oop, and a catch and a slam by Banggood. 38-32, Colorado by 6.
Off the bounce, this is Foster. His shot off the mark. And Cincinnati looking to push, throwing it up, and Bendigo caught a body. That's how we get it started.
I mean, just absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah. In competition on the court. Amani.
Oh, Chom, there it is. And you're waiting for.
Well, he's coming off a great game. 23 points in the last game as Chom messes with a follow is there from Benny Williams.
Harris Jr. started 89 consecutive games, helps you become a 1,000-point scorer. Oh, the alley-oop to Adams. That little ball screen, that two-man game up top. Now Hunter Dickinson is going to have a short roll, but that short roll attracted Dante Style to step up, and once he did, man, that's free 2 points for KJ Adams.
Utah 9 of its first 16 on this, and 4 of those makes from three-point territory. Keller kicks, Lohner from the baseline, and he soars for the flush.
And Lohner with, boy, just a nice basket cut there. And you gotta love, like I said, he had no intention of laying that softly off the glass. 7 of 12 between them. So you talk about heating up, they've kind of did that at the same time. Nice pass.
Jake Wallin.
Free for the season. Wildcats have only made 1 free throw tonight. What a finish by Small.
Poor defense, poor communication. Small took advantage of it.
A thunderous dunk from the Oklahoma State transfer.
Other end. Trey White. Offensive rebound, Ude. There he is. Punch over the front.
Yeah, nice job by Punch working his way back around to the middle to get a better position for an offensive rebound. Came off perfectly for him.
Rebound caroms out. Kerwin Walton comes out of the pack and drops it off for Overton. Overton lob. Federico finish. Cross-court pass. Anderson. Wow, look at this tic-tac-toe passing from the Red Raiders. Chance McMillan. Flush.
Here comes Lohner with the feed, and Lovering hammers it through.
Great pass by Caleb Lohner, and a great job of handling the ball by Mason Madsen.
Sanford absolutely on fire from beyond the arc. You got to know they want that three-point shot, so you can't overreact to the penetration. Wow! This is just Carter Bryant trying to go viral on somebody, just putting him in the rim. He's not supposed to be able to do that. He took off from behind the arc.
Weaving here is Toledo. Steal. Arsenal. 2-on-1. He'll take it himself for the right-hand flush.
Well, Cato's got it. Hall back to Kaba. Oh, yeah.
My goodness.
Cato getting the assist from Hall.
I love the way it doesn't have to be a perfect alley-oop for Kay to be able to throw it down. Just went a little bit behind him, and he just reached back.
This is a Lamar team that's kind of found an identity a bit.
Well, Darion Williams going to go coast to coast and ram that one home.
You know, some scoring punch off the bench is something that coaches just love.
I was joking with Tad Boyle before the game. I said, you got to have the Heisman here every single ball game. Dak on the block, cutter through, bobbled by the cutting player Trevor inside to Ronchik for the flush.
We've had 2 instances here of big to big passes there. You see Trevor Baskin to Ronchik for the dunk, and
But, I mean, really, if you don't give up a bunch of offensive rebounds in those 3 losses. Nice finish from Francis. Thought about the pass.
I kind of think he's reached the point where it's tournament or bust this year. So Max, look out. Whoa. Beautiful give and go. Hammered home by KJ. His assist percentage is nearly a third of all baskets when he's on the floor. Wow. Assisted by him. And he pays it off nicely.
Right here, goes off the screen, brings really 3 guys to him, and it was a really nice pass to the top right there, one-handed. But White deep.
Freeman, opposite, Mason, up fake, floats it up, hits heel, Quaton's rebound, oh, what a dunk, he's got 15.
All 3 levels, 3-point, nice finish.
Tonight. Niels Mahofsky boards the miss. Hall in transition. Lob for Sellers. Welcome back, Jalen Sellers.
Leading scorer. He's out with a nagging set of injuries.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk on that a little bit today as the game goes.
Oh, Deshaun Jackson. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, man, now I have to sit out.
Right. Here's a let. Somehow ends up in the hands of Punch. How about that? Jam. David Punch.
The freshman.
Catch explosion right there. Boom, he's gone.
The misdirection on the catch. This is a big-time move. Big-time athleticism.
Now 33 of his 40 attempts all season have come from three-point range. Coit. And Vidunga the finish.
Watch the execution coming off the timeout. This is just really good. Keno, Lily. The details at the point of screen have to be good, and that's really good right there. Single side, 2-man game again with the lob and the dunk.
Small. Thought about going inside to Andre, who didn't have the positioning. Now it's back to Small, West Virginia's leading scorer. Great pass and a jam from Toby Okani. See her 7-2. And having its way down low, Toby Okani with a big-time jam in the first half.
And then those cat naps, you got to make sure that you catch the Bearcats slipping a little bit. As Dylan Mitchell says, no such thing with the windmill. And then for the Bearcats, you saw the Dylan Mitchell coming out. The villain is back.
Betsy was a spark for Cincinnati in the first half, made a couple of shots. Backdoor cut and hammer time. Count it for Mitchell, stunning the bench.
With the cock back. Put it on a t-shirt. My goodness. He needs to be named instant replay because every time he touches the ball, you can't wait for that instant replay to come back.
He's out with concussion protocol. I think he banged his head on the floor against UConn and had to sit out a little while.
There's Roach making his presence felt quick and early. And
I mean, this is an opportunity for them to play one of the top 25 teams in the country and get ready for their conference schedule, which is just as important to them as the Big 12 races for Baylor.
And TCU, that's something you can hang your hat on.
That's a great point. Look at that lob with the flush. Check out Brian soaring for it.
And he came in with those expectations, extremely productive in the Big Ten at Illinois, and without on top of the lob right on.
So good.
Bandego hammers it right through.
And Houston perfectly fine killing some clock and running their offense. Jumping a passing lane, Dean with the steal. 2-on-1, Avery with the hammer.
Good defense by the Bears. Here's O'Meara behind the back, gives it up. SC top 10.
Keeps the possession for Kansas, even though the Jayhawks are now 2 for 11 from the field and hit only 1 of 5 3-pointers. Vidunga, a high percentage on the lob. That is his game.
UCF had that big 13-2, and then Texas Tech comes back with a run of their own, and then all of a sudden, UCF on a 6-0 run.
Anderson the lob. Federico with the alley-oop.
Miller really got poked in the eye, but how about that high handoff the last time down? You got to love that. Little pick, I'll set a great screen, so my guy's got to help. When he helps, he can't recover.
So a 2-point game, 9 to play first half. See more Big 12 action on the way today as Yotsu's
with the jam. Yes, BYU, Arizona State on ESPN2 coming up.
Olin pass, and it's picked off by B.J. Freeman. Here comes ASU in transition. The lob, Acquaintance finishes.
If you're Yegor, you've got to take care of the ball a lot better than he has early in this game. Hasn't had any good looks, but they've taken a turnover and they run the floor, and Acquaintance just does an outstanding job filling the lane.
First field goal attempt for Josan Sanin. Leading scorer on the year for Arizona State. Attacking the baseline. Cannon catching.
His first concern was Small and how to limit him in this game. Hasn't happened yet. It's got 12 points. Jennings lost another turnover. Small held the pad. Easy hammer. Timeout, Oklahoma State.
Sharp locked it up. The finish. Joe Tugler.
Watch as he rolls off of the screen and defensively. Well, the Big 12 tournament when they meet.
Oh, it could be that.
May not be a promo.
High flying.
Edgecombe. Better pass and a good look. Roach. Good hands by Gilbert. Nice pass. Oh, Jonwana, and he's fouled. Need some step-in shots. Get him touching the lane. They don't have a back to the basket. The nice roll. That's what he does.
That's
nice
Roach.
Spot. And Ojonwana.
8 on the shot clock for the Bearcats. Here's James. There's the lob, and right on cue, Aziz Bandaogo throws it home. And Tommy Lloyd made that a point yesterday. 15 minutes gone by, we've already had 7 lead changes in this Big 12 heavyweight fight. Skilling's the steal. And he lost the handle, but there's a dunk by Betsy.
McDaniel in the paint, floater. Boarded by Gasson, another offensive rebound. Hawkins, shot fake, lob, K-State on top. On the dunk from Gasson. It's been erased 8 straight for K-State.
And we talked about Coleman Hawkins putting the ball on the floor.
He didn't want to use his left hand, but that's all Baskin was going to give him, and he somehow just shovels it in. Great ball screen.
Nice play by the Buffs. The pick and roll leads to a dunk.
Thought better of it. Shot clock's at 5. Crowd is engaged. Williams, floater, lob, bang!
But this end of the floor has not been a problem. Nice two-man play right here on the alley-oop. High percentage shot right there. He didn't think he did a great job in the UCF game getting his team ready and was very open about that.
He is produced as much as any point guard in the game.
And I like this right here. This is something that I thought we would see earlier on in the game.
Uh-oh, look out! Storr throws it down.
Good to see.
All week, Bill Self has been preaching energy and engagement. Taylor now in transition, and it's UCF's turn. It's Mikey Williams with the alley.
He started the last 6 games and scored in double digits in 4 of them. He gets the Frogs on the board. But there's a big-to-big pass, and JoJo Tugler, the recipient.
Hawkins picked up the dribble. Anderson, the freshman, 7 to shoot. And there's the lob to Federico.
Precocious, great pump fake. Everybody in the gym jumped. Rattles out, but who else? Bandaogo slams it home. Jeremy Roach at the controls. Dribbles in front of his head coach, Scott Drew. Ojonwana has it taken away. Jizzle James, 44-inch vertical on full display there, banging it home.
The ability, running the point now, making the extra pass, finding the open man, very good defensively.
Here's Vaser rolling to the hoop and finishing a poster over Eduardo Andre.
The ability to find the loose ball, and here miscommunication as Andre just kind of gets lost in no man's land. He stays too long with the basketball.
TJ Otzelberger at Iowa State in this crowd, up 13.
A sword with the flush.
And you've got to take advantage of their momentum. You can't hold the basketball. You got to move it quickly. There's the double. Nice bounce pass and coming right.
And Daniel trying to get past 2 pokes, and he does. A throwdown by Onyenso.
Talked about the quickness of McDaniel, little hesitation, left to right crossover.
The guy that when you see him release the ball, Drew, it looks good off the hands, right? He's a better shooter than his percentage.
Oh, sloppy pass there. R.J. Smith with the great hands. He'll go coast to coast.
Driving to the right.
Harris takes it away.
Good pass.
Harris, Adams, and a two-handed stuff.
Putting the ball on a platter for KJ Adams to finish with strength.
In this gym. And there's a miss. Rebound tapped around. Reynolds. Lead pass. Uday Jr. taking flight, the big man.
In transition, reward your big man for running. Uday throw it down. But Noah Reynolds.
I've seen it early. He's got the last 2 buckets, part of a 7-0 Red Raiders run. Here's a lob inside to Chatfield.
Dylan Mitchell. And a good look at the 3. Dickinson, another rebound. Here come the Jayhawks.
Good defensive stand by
the
Jayhawks.
lob, and KJ Adams finishes.
In transition, Harris throws one up. Adams punches it through.
And the word from Utah, he's good to go. 12-point lead for Utah. Lovering with the drive and just bowling his way past Andrea Vukovic.
Vukovic, the freshman, does a nice job, so he gets him right here. But the deeper Lovering gets to the lane, you can body up. You have to stay strong and get a good base. He keeps retreating. Lovering feels that and just
has to get it in to Madsen, who's still, you have to get a field goal. The lob, he did it! Keanu Dawes looking for bodies.
They make the right play. There's Madsen getting out of the double team numbers.
Here's one.
That's Wallin.
There's
oh
2.
my gosh, there's Dawes right there in transition.
State got out to an early 4-point lead, but it's been pretty much all Cougars since. Shot clock at 8. Wilson around it out, but the cleanup by Francis.
Here today. Here he comes, right in the middle, catches it, hangs right on the rim. This is what Houston does. One of the best teams.
Can let it fly, missing his first attempt from long range. Mason, no-look pass and a dunk there for Bashir Jihad and his first bucket. And a technical foul inside himself.
He is absolutely irate, and I'm kind of with him. This is a great look, little dunk.
Arizona with its largest lead of the game at 12. Love, nice pass. Oh my goodness! Going up and over a 7'2" Mustafa Cha. There, but they say held ball.
Dave Pash, it doesn't matter. This is the play of the day. This is #1 on SportsCenter. Briscoe, Eves, you don't have to see anything else. That's a dunk over the top of a 7'2" center.
Very efficiently. They don't try to give him too much, but they also don't ignore him as well.
Ruffin, nice pass, and basket with the flush. Small with 5. Almost lost it. Gave it up. Andre, the dunk, right before the horn. Oh, they're waving it off.
He said the wave off sign means the half is over, I believe. And, which is kind of confusing. You were confused, I was confused, Darren DeVries was confused, but they're going to take a look at it, but they counted it.
That is, yeah, he clearly released it in time. Should absolutely count, and it will. So the dunk for Andre just before the half.
Doing a good job of not overextending on the perimeter. They're not as quick as Oklahoma State is defensively, but they're doing a good job with their team defense.
Nice look, Saunders to Keita for the dunk. Here comes Arturo Dean. Over the high hands of Demon. Demon got a piece of it.
Nice job by Demon, and then coming back at you.
And the lob, Nell to Keita for the slam.
And the young man, the extra pass.
It's an 11-0 Texas Tech run in the making. Federico closes the lid.
So you find alternative ways of scoring a basketball, and that's going to be the challenge of this team. I think their front court is pretty talented. Like you see Besar going for a lob over the top.
None hesitates, gets at the basket, had it blocked, knocked away. Love up ahead. Love. Ow, and the throwdown. Bradley off the feed.
Left side. Ali draws iron. Taylor hesitates and hammers it home.
when your hair matches the uniform, you get superpowers. Right here, down the lane, that's just nasty, filthy work right there. The inside out.
Shaquille Moore back into the game for Kansas. Another turnover. It is slipping away from the Jayhawks. Chatfield with the hammer.
Chatfield did a great job walling up and then running the floor, getting rewarded by a great pass to the...
Nice floater in the lane by him, and need him to get going. He's got 5, and they get a turnover immediately. Lobbing it up top in the two-hand punch.
How about a great look by Baskin? This is highlight reel material right there. Only a sophomore. Woo! Took my breath away.
KJ Simpson in the second round. De Silva's having a fantastic year for Orlando right now. What a putback! There's Dak again. Well, there's the number 2 wow you play.
Yeah, this is beautiful basketball. Watch this effort right here by the big fella. Gets inside of...
Jope inside. That's going to be tough to finish over Bandego.
Yeah, Jope had the open 3. Just shoot that ball.
Up top for Mitchell. There's the athleticism.
Great. Always running the court, not knowing whether he's going to get it, but right there he gets that ball over Jakumovski. You know, I call that guy, in this case it's Mitchell, the unknown runner.
When they do miss, they're long rebounds. Their guards get a lot of second chances.
Good pass. Oh, the dunk from Roberts.
On
the other end of the floor, a pocket pass. Juwan Roberts has really had an outstanding evening, but boy, credit Cryer with a terrific pass.
Back to the 7-footer. 7 on the shot clock for Gabe Madsen. Keanu Dawes cutting to the basket, and that's how he tormented Oklahoma State. Know what's happening here. Alex, the opening act for Reynolds. Dawes back to back!
Oh my goodness.
A complete disregard for the rim.
Gentlemen, it is wide open, and Dawes comes down for this thunderous slam.
Coming off the bench. Here's Cryer, another triple. Off target. Francis trying to pop it alive. Roberts fighting for it. Williams scoops it up. Johnson with numbers in transition. Up top, Taylor! Oh, close the lid!
This is the way that UCF wants to play, and this is what Houston was worried about. Turnovers leading to fast break points. UCF wants and loves to play fast. They are 44th in the nation.
Trying to pick off a big upset in their 4th quad 1 win.
Guess who made that play happen?
Francis. Francis, the lob up.
Oh my goodness! We have seen play after play after play from both teams. Chum with the chomp around the rim.
You're watching college basketball.
Ahead to Harris. Dewan weaving through traffic in the lob. Inside. And throw down by Storr.
There's the Stevie Wise, Sean Vanderbilt, late 80s years. But, yeah, a lot of great members. A lot of good players Colorado's had.
Usman with the exclamation point.
Mitchell. Bandego.
6 seconds on the clock. And this was one that Coach Miller was saving. And Mitchell for the lob. Cincinnati at home by 9.
Take it away. Mitchell. Exclamation point.
Basketball. This will be one of the highlights. Wow. That's dunk contest worthy.
Should we get the cards out? Do we have to?
Oh, I know what you're going to do, John. You're going to give him a 9.5.
The lob. Kane the throwdown.
BYU, they're taking away the 3, Utah, so they're going to try to drive the middle of the gaps. Most of the night they've taken that away, but this is a perfect angle and finish for the big fella.
See the switching, Rich. It hasn't hurt Baylor yet. Basically, it's a 5-out switch, and it might hurt him right there. Yep.
Ernest Uday with another dunk.
Let's take a look right here. Watch. Little switch inside, the mismatch guard on the big. Great dunk.
Coleman with 9 to lead UCF. Gilbert with the alley-oop and the flush from Jefferson.
3 transfers in their starting 5. This is a team that has been top 4 in the nation in assists per game every year under Lloyd. Here's Avery flying at the rim with 2 hands.
Back to this steal and dunk. This is just a great way to blow this up. Lazy pass by Bradley. Bryce Thompson gets out.
December in that game against Providence.
Tweak might be the thing that he did again. He looks like he's going to try to play through it.
Kaba finishes.
Beautiful pass. Great pass. Great pass. He gets...
Shaq Moore can't hit. Here comes the let.
Last year, this team did this a lot in the open court.
5-point lead for K-State. Edgecombe rise it up, and this time he throws it down. When we laid it in, this time he said, I know how to finish it.
Back-to-back stops and back-to-back sensational buckets by B.J. Edgecombe. You let him set his feet, and he'll do the rest. Put you in the rim. You wonder.
Still recovering from the loss of Jalen Sellers, one of their best all-around athletes. Oh, that's a way to get on the scoreboard. David Punch with a nasty throwdown.
He's attacking the big fella on the break. David Punch throwing it down. Game stepping out the 3, but really soft touch around the rim as well. Oh my goodness.
No, he did not.
Chom goes right at the big fella. Goodness.
TCU not winning the game right now, but they are certainly winning the highlight throwdown plays.
Kansas State now 4 of 7 from outside. Small, wrapped up by 2 defenders. It's Hawkins that's able to scoop it up. McDaniel, lob. 2-on-1 to Jones up top. Feathers it in.
Bramlage is off the charts. We got
Lipsy goes baseline. Had it ripped away. Here's Caleb Love. Oh! And the throwdown.
The lightning rod. And there's a thunderstorm in here in the last couple minutes of the first half.
Time now to send you back to the studio. It's the Jeep Halftime Report. Kevin Connors, Andrea Carter, and Seth Greenberg.
Against Phillips, a couple big bodies. Carrington going baseline. Look at Carrington! Oh my goodness!
Kind of fumbles it, Malone inside, and then just a straight line drive. And as he takes a second drill right there, he's okay. Nobody's going to rotate over.
Dak right around Phillips. Oh my goodness! Bangott Dak crushes it.
Back in Boulder, young sophomore Bangott Dak gets better and better, more confident.
Last 2 games, got to get a shot up. Clock is down. Another turnover. This is Skillings hopping through the lane. Oh! Left hand follow dunk. You wanted that defense to translate to offense, and it has.
Exactly. You get going. Skillings attacking the basket. Mitchell, throw it down. Dylan Mitchell, forget about it. Transfer from Texas. Here we go up and away. Skillings, leading scorer last year. In again, out again. Oh boy.
James creating lob for Bandego. Broken up by Sharam Jumps, the 6'9" point guard. Madsen finds him. Transition 3. No! Goes for the dunk and hammers it home.
How about that? You see, Sharam Jumps way up and away. Throw it home.
Handling the double team. He didn't just skip it over there. He put it right in his shooting pocket.
Alette lost it. Toppin took it away to Walton. Federico goes up! Everybody in the building knew what was about to happen. He's going to knock it in. Wenzel missed everything from 3. Punch got it back. Punches it in. His third vicious dunk in 2 games. How they do it in Harker Heights, Texas.
All right, he's got his own little dunk competitions going on during the game. He's going to set it with one, put the other one. An athlete, that is sweet.
Rebound tip twice. Newman grabs. Avery leading scorer. And throws it down.
This guy's got hops. Well, here's the dunk. Avery, that is.
They are 3-6 in conference play, coming off a 2-point win over Colorado.
There's a man's jam! Jaden Quaidens! I come out of my seat. How about this? Right back at him. I hope his folks are in Estonia. They don't have to see this.
Anytime you reach in front of that official, it's going to get called.
Oh, what a throwdown. Keba Keita brings the house down.
Well, this one's coming right to the rim. The pocket pass, nothing you can do about it. This one's coming right in to the living room. Big finish from the big fella.
Sloppy. Gilbert. And it was Dickinson that ripped it away. Look at Harris sliding and taking it back. Lob! Oh my goodness! KJ Adams. It started with Harris and then Coit the lob.
You know, actually, it started with Dickinson.
Yeah, you're right.
Knocking it loose.
For Scott Drew, who has led such a proud Baylor program, the only team who has been a top 3 seed in the last 4 NCAA tournaments. There's a lob from Hawkins to Federico.
Let's take a look at this last bucket right here by Hawkins. Rob Wright is supposed to be the person in the tag because Chance McMillan was high. No backside tag.
Are looking to make it 7 straight wins and 9 of their last 10. The hottest team in the Big 12. Staying that way.
This play right here. It's so hard to guard because they run Chance McMillan through, and you have to stay attached because he is an elite shooter, which eliminates.
So Andre exits. Now the lob, and Uday right there in the middle for TCU.
Reversed it and could not get it to fall.
Asar! Oh my goodness. Ezra Asar.
Athleticism off the charts. Asar trying to close the door here in Salt Lake City with a thunderous dunk for and one. Lexon.
After rebounds or deflections. Knights also with 2 offensive rebounds early on, and how about the lob on the other end with the foul? An unbelievable dime as Bandago throws it down. Out of the timeout by Wes Miller. They go empty side ball screen. Actually, it was an empty side. Lukosh just lifted up, and Bandago catches the lob from James. Getting downhill. You see how James turns the ball screen?
9-3 run for UCF. A lob up top. Oh, watch your head. Mitchell with a nasty throwdown.
Excellent execution again on the zone offense. The lob for Mitchell. You just have to throw that in. Just 4 of the 11 turnovers from UCF have come from Darius Johnson.
They go to Mitchell again. There's no stopping him.
And a rebound pulled down by David Punch, the freshman out of Parker Heights, Texas. Long down, look there. First points in the paint.
Well, if it's ECU, this is something you got to get a chance to steal baskets.
Fully healthy, this would have easily been a top 25 team. Well, you talked about health. Oh, no! He did it! Russell Westbrook, where are you at? Is that a superstar? Diaper dandies? Is that what he's saying? This is one of them.
12-point lead for Oklahoma State after the and one. Sannon left alone for a 3. Short.
Oh, what a follow from Amir Ali.
Oklahoma State with a 12-point lead, but Arizona State's high flyer, the freshman Ali.
The lead is 15, right? Looking for some help. Omier. Norchad Omier behind the back. Whoa!
Pretty move.
Would you be interested in this is what it's turned into? Behind the back, little dipsy-do and a throwdown.
He's turning 2.
1 through 15, completely bought in to winning.
There's Mikey Williams. Does it.
Out of their timeout, they've got one left. And E.K. Garuke steals it, going the other way. And he's fouled. It's the play of the year for him. And a chance for a three-point play.
And that's just scout team. When you know the play, you see it coming, you shoot the lane, and then you finish big.
His name is Bevo, something against the University of Texas.
No, good guess. Rio Grande College in Southeastern Ohio.
That was my second guess. Paduga! Oh, my!
From Adams. His wife.
Keep it simple.
A lot of ties from a lot of different recruiting angles for Steve Lutz. Ude attacks and dunks, plus the foul. Ernest Ude Jr.
We talked about TCU dominating in the paint. Here's the reason why. Fake on the handoff, out of position.
3 minutes. Patiently eyeing the defense, spinning. Nice dump off to Phillips. Oh! He dropped the hammer here in Lubbock.
We've got dunks, we've got assists. The Big 12 is just awesome right now. This game is epic. Stay with us.
Avery played 13 minutes in that first matchup, did not score. Nice pass, and one. Jennings rams it down.
He's also done a much better job as of late. Say about the last 3 weeks.
And they're up one as Simas Lukosius with his second three of the day. Here come the Cyclones. How about that one from Dylan Mitchell?
There's more points off of this turnover. Just a soft pass cross court that Dylan Mitchell goes flying in the air to finish.
Edgecombe at the basket. Oh, my!
He doesn't need a ball screen right here. Get out of his way and let him attack. That's exactly what he did. That one play tells you all you need to know about that young man's future. But credit. What's interesting about Arizona, you hate to say addition by subtraction, but they've gotten better.
Oh!
Better.
That was addition. Caleb Love to the rack.
Big moment. Take a look right here. That's addition by subtraction. Woo!
Here goes the lob again.
KJ Adams up over everybody to ram it home.
Baseline out of bounds. So KJ Adams on the left-hand side of your screen. Watch the little screen underneath by Storr. Just lob it up and get there. But Dunga takes out Foose.
That is not the three for JT Toppin.
Anderson off the feed from Federico.
JT Toppin's going to be a good three-point shooter, Lowell, but it's not going to be on fadeaways.
Lob City! That's how you get a freshman going coming off his career high. His dad was an incredible leaper, and the apple didn't fall far.
Chucky, and I alluded to this earlier, we talked about him in the open, as he gets downhill first.
Look at that play from Bryce Thompson to Usman.
They need someone to emerge from a scoring standpoint. Keep in mind, Frankie Collins, their best player, their point guard, went down in basically December. So they need an alpha to put up points like that. They're asking for goaltending.
Look at this right here. Dylan Mitchell, the hang time, the anticipation. This is what you love to see from the... They are two of the best, honestly, maybe the best backcourt in men's or women's college basketball.
Right in there, following Coach Ivey. Oh! Ude!
Cryer probing. Roberts and the stuff from Tugler plus the foul.
Let's take a look. Little Gretzky right there. We call that a Gretzky when Cryer goes behind the net. And then great post-to-post passing right there. And that kid is 6'8", but he's a +10 wingspan, which...
First thing, he was blocked by Dak.
like a pinky or a fingertip behind.
Hammond, lob, Dak.
A big one and a 4-point game. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you.
When he banged that, he mean mugged the entire KU bench.
ATO a problem again for Oh, and look out! KJ Adams!
Can we just talk about these back-to-back dunks? First off, I just watched this in transition. KJ Adams.
It's a 4-point game. He's going to throw it deep to Usman, and that's going to do it. He is going to flush it for the exclamation point.
Utah's missed 6 layups tonight. That's killer. Bradley, a layup of his own, too strong. Here's Sharp jumps. Gabe Madsen finds Dawes, who finishes with the flush.
The steal. Here comes KJ Adams, a 4-on-1. The lob down!
Oh my!
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Phillips 66, proud sponsor of Big 12 basketball.
Wow! Get those offensive rebounds. Got to do a ball figure, too, trying to get the big fella up in the air.
Otherwise, Chom's going to eat your lunch.
No question.
Averages almost 3 blocks a game. The lob, and Chom with the stop.
Missed another 8 games. An injury later. Collette, bounce pass, punch! David, punch!
That's the way that Punch ran right here. You have to reward him. Good decision right there by Alette. And Punch just throws it down.
David Love down the lane, tried to drop it off. And a loose ball tracked down, James Bradley. Right down the key! Has been doing most of their damage attacking the basket.
Well, right here, you're going to see the ball get bounced around, and Jaden Bradley out front. Look what I found. Nobody wants to rotate over to the ball, and he gets an easy 2. Brings the crowd to their feet.
Solid job for him off the bench here. Johnson will fire it. Oh, how about that throwdown? J.J. Taylor, hello.
The miss from Dior Johnson leads to the opportunity for the big-time putback. J.J. Taylor giving the Knights a little momentum heading into half.
Special feature coming up. Do not go anywhere. Darius Johnson, his career in the spotlight.
Reynolds left it for Micah Robinson. Oh, Baskin with the hands. Loose ball. Taken away by Colorado. Look out! Bang got Dak! Shutting it down!
See this coming from half court. I was praying that he didn't jump, and he did. And now Dak says, you know what? I'm going to go viral with you, brother.
40 straight senior days in this building.
Lob. Adams and a throwdown. Senior to senior.
Watch this little back screen here. Dickinson connecting with KJ Adams, who's trying to finish a great career here at Kansas with a win. Great set play.
And now Harris will look to set it back up. Lob!
Alley-oop happens because KJ Adams tipped the ball back out to Harris. They got a new clock, but they didn't need 20 seconds because KJ snuck along the baseline.
Well, mixing up the inside attack and the outside attack. He's bigger than Michael Jordan in Mongolia.
That's it.
They love him over there.
Saunders tried to reverse, and Keita with a cape on his back came flying out of nowhere for that flush.
Richie Saunders hard to rack, but I don't know if that ball is in the cylinder or not. But when you go to the basket with that kind of tenacity, the official's going to let you play.
Waleed out there playing with 3 fouls. Lovering, bounce pass, Waleed! And he just got a technical for hanging on the rim right until he calls it.
Glass with 4th offensive rebound, and then this one right here. Little too much extra afterwards, slapping out. Go out in style with a big victory, and not only the victory.
Whoa!
Oh, Erickson, right? He hit some buttons on that play.
Hunter Erickson, airborne.
Go back to this one more time. I'm running my mouth, and here comes Erickson on that right side. And mean mugging after the dunk, too. He got up high and jammed that baby home.
They've missed 7 consecutive shots.
And a turnover by Houston. B.J. Edgecombe.
Previous possession, Edgecombe outside of the paint can just flat out fly. Look at where he took off from. Oh my goodness.
100% today so far. Skilling spots up. Oh, Dylan Mitchell with his exclamation point on his first game in Kansas City. Proud sponsor of Big 12 basketball.
I think Chom deserves to be on the first team freshman of the year. No, the freshman of the year. Okay. I think he was definitely should have been on that freshman of the year team.
Really elite and get past him. That explosiveness is an A+ according to Jonathan Bavoni.
Do you like that?
It's pretty good. Great execution. Norchad Omier just kind of walks towards the ball. He's just trying to occupy a defensive player, and then Hassan just gets caught, and there's nothing he can do. I mean, Hassan's not good.
Milo spinning.
Oh, boy.
And Yakimovsky takes it away.
This is big.
Lob and a throwdown and one.
With his reaction to the foul call. Darian Williams missing the 3. J.T. Toppin pulls it down. It goes to work and one. 4th foul on Norchad Omier.
Now that is a huge, huge play. 2 fouls on Norchad Omier on that side of the floor. This call, as you pointed out, Roxy. So on the step through here, I mean, you're in no glory, and it's just a 2-hand shove. And this is going to be a dunk, and instead, you put your hands on your hip.
Uzan with Stewart on him. Lob. And that's too easy.
Beautiful.
Tugler